Hi, everyone. Thank you all for coming to my tech workshops on creating web pages. We didn't have that much chance to go in depth on how to use the basics of Wix. I'll be creating two videos, one for Google Sites and one for Wix to show you guys how to create your own web page from scratch. Now, everything we'll be going through is, depends on your creative ability and how you want your page to look like. So bear with me if you guys don't like my designs or my styles. Let me just real quick show you guys my website again. This is my personal web page. I created this through Wix. Those of you guys who are concerned about domain and everything, currently my web page is not open to public. It's only open to public when I do share my website link. That way they can click on the link and visit this site. But otherwise, if you guys search my website in Google, you will not find it. For that, I will have to pay a little bit extra money to make this a public Google searchable website. And when I do have a new domain, I can get off the wix.com in my link for my website. Just gonna go from scratch and show you guys how to get here. So this is basically once you create a Wix account and a Wix account, or log in through your Google, which you can definitely do. I think once you go to Google, a new web page, the way you get to Wix is basically search Wix in Google, and that will bring you to the search results of Wix, and the first thing should be www.wix.com, and you want to click right here. And this brings me back to the page that I had previously, but if you guys are not logged into Wix already, it will give you an option to either sign up for Wix or log into Wix through your email, your Gmail, or I think through your Facebook, you can also do that. So once I'm here, there's a lot of tools. There's a lot of marketing tools. If you guys are familiar with CRM, SEO, they are both marketing tools on analyzing how to get more crowd for your website. They manage all the tools on how to market your website in Google advertisements. You can look more into the analytics if you guys are curious more about learning about marketing, SEO or CRM. I recommend taking classes on Google Analytics, which is free on Google. All you do is search Google Analytics on Google, and that will bring you to having certifications, going for basic certifications, or later after finishing the basic certification on advanced certification for Google Analytics. And they're all free for you to use as resources. So you can do that on your own timings if you want to. One thing about Wix and Foursquare, which is another competitor of Wix, is you can always hire a professional to design your website if you would like to spend that extra money. But if you're like me, who wants to create everything on your own through your own hands and hard work, you can do that. So here. But yeah, there is a hire a professional button where they match you with a professional, and you can tell them how you want your website to look like, what contents you want to put in, and they will build your website for you. For now, I want to create my own website. So I can go to my name on the top left-hand corner. I clicked, you don't have to click the arrow, but you can either click your name or click the arrow. It will all bring you to the same page. And as you can see, I already have a web page that I showed you guys previously. I can either edit the site, I can, change, connect domain, or, do a lot more here, or I can create a new site, which I'll be doing for this example. When I click create new website, it gives me the option of choosing what kind of website I'm trying to create. I can online store, there's examples, there's portfolio, there's blogs, consultant, technology. Let's just say I want to make it as creative. Let me just do capital C, and I click search, or I guess I have to choose one from here. So instead of creative, let me just write photography. Photographer. And once I click next, this will give me options for building anything creative. It automatically moved me to creative, but you don't have to stay here. You can always go to whatever you want. You can go to resume, CVs. There's already templates for that. So there's a lot of templates people already made that are for public for you to edit into. You can go through all of these and choose whatever you want. I think I personally liked this one a lot, as well as this one. But yeah, it shows you categories on what these photographer are. This is travel photographer. If you're a sports photographer, you can put you can choose this one. There's wild photography, art director, art exhibition, and a lot more options for you to choose from. If you're looking for businesses, you can scroll to businesses and you can choose any of these as well. So you can choose fashion, you can choose restaurant, cafe, bakery. Let's just say I want to click cafe, bakery, and choose something from here. There's a lot of options for that. There's bakeries, there's cupcake shops. So there's already made template for these kind of things. If I don't like any of these, I can also search right here. Oops, there's a technical problem. But if I don't like any of these templates, I can search right here for a specific template. I can put in a keyword. Let's just say I wanna cats. And it will bring me to templates, all the templates that are related to cats. And I can choose any of these templates or create a fresh one from scratch if I like to. So because there's blank templates right here, and I can click this and it will bring me to blank price. But for this example, I will choose a already made template. And I do recommend doing that for yourself as well. It brings down a lot of hassle on editing every single details. If you like a specific type of font that's already made in a template, yeah, I do recommend choosing that over creating a blank one from your piece. But I mean, you can always create a blank one if you don't like any of these templates that are shown for your category. It just makes your life a lot more easier when you like a layout and that's already built and available to you. And yeah, I can also search by most popular and see what's most popular for people to edit on. Let's just say I like this template right here. And I can either view it and I can see how it looks, I can view full demo. It will bring me to the website and I can see how it looks like in computer. And I can choose this template as a starting point, but let's just say I just want to take a look at it, not want to edit it yet. I'll go down and look at what they have. Go to all the options and see how their layouts are. And I can also look at how it looks like on a phone. On the top left-hand corner, you can see the phone sign. And if you click it, it will show you how it looks in a phone. Let's just say I love this template. I want to edit this template. I want to make it my own. And I can click this, edit this site right here. Now this will load me to the page that's the template that's already there. And this gives me a lot of more options. So as you can see, they already show you guys kind of like a tutorial on where to find your settings or your toolboxes. So let's go from top to left and then bottom. So on the top, you can click site to look at preview, publish, and so on. You can look at site history and stuff. So you can look at all the changes you made. You can go on more settings for marketing tools and accessibility. I do recommend going all through these on your own because all of these are very in-depth, very complex settings. I can't explain it in an hour. It will take me a year to probably go through all of this just one by one if I want to explain it a little bit more on what these are. But yeah, I do recommend exploring it on your own as well. Also, I don't know all the settings in here yet. I'm still learning and developing. So highly recommend searching it on your own. Maybe you'll find something that even I don't know on this, how to edit this website on Wix. Yeah, you can turn on develop mode, so which will give you more coding stuff. So if you're into coding and you want to do more changes into the site through coding, you can do that here as well. And again, you can hire a partner for your website where they design your website and they put the contents that you want on your website and they market it. And you pay an extra money to do that as well. And there's the help box right here, which will help you for any other questions you have. So you can search a specific toolbox if you want, like an element, or you can go to like help center. So if you have a specific questions about how to change something, a little thing, you can always go to help center and they will help you out. So that is the best way to get help for Wix. And you can upgrade this, obviously. There is plans and money involved in this on removing ads and connecting to Google Analytics and having your own domain and everything. So they have like specific packages that you can go to, but yeah, you can search that on your own and decide what you want for your businesses. Now, right on the right side, there is an option for save. So unlike Google site, for Wix, you kind of have to save it as you go along. So as you make a change, you want to always click this save button, and it will automatically save your site, and so you can go back to it and not lose all your changes. So I do recommend clicking the save button constantly. And then you can also preview it, so you can go back to see how it looks like before you publish it. And then lastly, there is the publish button, where you can publish it to anyone that you wanted to change, that you wanted to view through the link, or make it yourself, like make your own domain and share it through that. And as you can see, I'm in home right now. I can click on this to go to the other options, which is about and context. There's only 2 more pages right here. I can also manage pages. So if I click manage pages, it will bring me option to add more pages to this site. And then on the right-hand side, there's option for undo, redo, make it zoom out, and tools on how I want the website to look like, and then search button for the edits. And right here, I can add something. I can go to menus and pages. I can go to themes, change colors. So currently there is a theme going on right here. I could change it to something else, whatever I like. It's all depending on my creative outlook on this. Let's just say, let me see, I like this one. So I click this one. And then I can go to text and change the headings to something else. So right now the heading is this. If I don't like it, I can change it to this. I can customize the font within it. I can change the font size, bold it, and whatever I want to do, I can always do that. And then I want to click apply. And then once I change a specific font or make any sorts of small changes, I want to click save as well always. And then there's background. So instead of this plain little purplish background, I can change it to a picture. And there's already free backgrounds available for Google. So if I wanted to, I can click on any of these to make it my background instead. They're all categorized by colors, as it seems. And yeah, I think they're all free to use. So choose whatever you like. I personally like my previous non backgroundy background. So I'm going to go back to deleting my background image. So instead of clicking this one, how do I can click on colors, color themes. There you go. Went back to having that same background. All I did was click color, and then I picked my coloration I wanted. So I wanted back to the little bit purpley background color. And then the next one is adding apps. So you can click on adding apps, and this will give you option to the app market. And you can add in like Instagram or Facebook or like a gallery or whatever you want, like calendar. So there's a lot more stuff right here that you can explore on, that you can link it to this specific website. And there's also categorized by topics. So you can add in an app to analyze your topic, to your traffic and stuff. You can also have a specific app for marketing. And you can look through all these and edit them into your site to learn more about the traffic that you're getting for your site. And then the next we have is media, which gives me the option to add any pictures that I want. There is an option to upload my media or I can search a specific type of picture that I want. So if I want cats images, I can search cats, and it already gives me free Wix images. So any of these cat images I bring in are going to be free. And I can click show more to look at more cat images that I want. So if I want this one, I can add this to the page and it will pop right here, and then I can put this cat image wherever I want. So let's just say I want to delete this one. I click on this image, click delete, and that will delete everything that's there. And then I added my cat image. I can make it bigger. And oops, make it a little bit tighter. To fit everything. And within this image, there is a lot of settings as well. We'll take a look at it in a little bit, but let's go through all this in a row. So back to media, there's also a lot of videos on cats, and you can like just, instead of clicking on it, just scroll over it to see a little bit preview of what this cat video is. And if I want to bring this in again, you just click on it and it will automatically be here. And people who are visiting your website can press this play button to play the video. And I just don't want it. I just click delete in my keyboard. I can also have free art of cats, free illustration of cats, and Shutterstock images. There's Shutterstock videos. So there's a lot of options right here. So as you can see, if you scroll over the Shutterstock images, there is prices on each of these cat images and cat videos. So they all require some sort of money because you are buying them and they're not fully copyrighted yet, so they're not free. But you can buy them and use them for your website. And then if I click on start blogging, there is option to start blogging, which means writing about things in your website, and or connect a blog into your website. And then there is Ascend Business Tools, which has a lot more option for analytics and SEO tools and CRM tools and so on. And these all are attached to Google. So they're all kind of using Google Analytics. So that's why I do highly recommend, if you're interested in building your own website, at least get the basic Google Analytics certification, which is free by Google, to learn a little bit more about how Google Analytics works and how marketing works and so on. Now I can close this, and clicking the add button, there is a lot more settings right here. So there is every single detail in a page that you can edit. In settings, there's settings inside settings. So there's sites that you can add in, like simple things. There's free templates right here, which you can choose from. There's text that you can go to, and then inside text, there's titles, paragraphs, theme text, images. You can do uploads or free Wix by stuff, and or you can bring in stuff from your social media. In this case, there's Facebook, Instagram, and Flickr. If you go to buttons, same thing with Google site. There you can add in a specific button which redirect which you can have the viewers click on and redirect them to a specific website. But for Wix, as you can see, there is a lot more option right here for theme buttons and how you want your buttons to look like, how you want them to be shaped, if you want them to be shaped as a simple logo, or if you want them to say something, they're all right here. And there's a lot more images, and you can like buy extra designed logos and buttons if you'd like. And you can go through all of these. It has like, it tells you different options. And then you can go to gallery and see what images there are, decoratives, boxes, as for example, like text boxes, like lists or videos, and menus. So for example, like this right now, currently I have this gallery mode. But what if I want something colorful? I can click on it and it will be right here. So I can click on this and click delete and add this in right here. And here you go. I have something colorful now. And again, there's a lot more options. So socials, contains and forms, embedded wedges and stuff, content manager, which is looking more into the dynamics and how contents are brought in from different places. And you can have a block again, and then there's store where you can buy extra products or sell products and stuff, bookings, events, members, and your custom designs. So going back to editing this specific thing, so you can click on anything right here in these areas, and everything is kind of like editable. So you can click on this background, you can change your background right here instead of going to settings on the left. You can click on the images and you can change the image right here as well. You can click on settings and then you can take a look at how this comes up or what the proportions are, and you can click on adjust and see how to how you want the image to look like. So you can edit this specific image and enhance it or crop it or anything else. You can always do it right here. There's filters. But yeah, there's a lot more options. So everything has its own settings and everything is pretty much customizable. Instead of clicking the setting button in here, I can also click on design. And this gives me option to frame my picture, my cat picture. You can make it a circle, you can make it a square with frame. And you can also custom a design. So let's just say I personally like this one. And I also want to click save. And then I want to close it because I don't want to publish my site yet. And you can crop the image right here as well. You can filter it. You can add an animation, how you want the image to appear when people come into your website. I personally like fade in, so I can do fade in. There's flipping, there's reverse, there's a lot of other stuff, and you can always customize it again. I want to do fade in, and then I close it. So now, as you can see, this green thing, it gives me an image that there is an effect into this picture. And I can always link it to something else. So if I want this cat picture to direct me to this cat's Instagram page, I can always link that right here by clicking the link button. And then you can choose the specific page that I want. And then I can click this to be going to contacts, or I can do a web address, so paste the Instagram page right here. I can anchor it. I can move it wherever I want, like top to bottom, or like have a document in here, or make it so that every people that clicks on this gets to an email address or like a phone number. But yeah, so this option is right here. So every time someone clicks on this image, it can go to about, and you can choose how it opens. If it opens a new web page, a separate different page, or just changes this current web window, and you can click done. So now if I want to take a look at it, just want to save. I click preview. This is how the picture is coming up. And then if I click on this, as you can see, as a public person, it directs me to the about page. And then I can go back to editor to edit more about the pages. And then I want to go back to home, go to pages, go back to home. In terms of text, there's a lot still. You can also edit how each text appears by animation. You can get text ideas, so you can search something like your name or figure skating coach or photographer, whatever you want. It has like the type of text you can put in. This is, I want to put a welcome. And it gives me an option to choose what type of text I want to use. I can use this. I can use a title instead. Or instead, if I don't want these text ideas, I can click here and I get, instead of getting text ideas, I can do edit text. And that gives me an option to edit all the fonts, all the sizes, all the effects, characters, line spaces, and so on in this as well. And you can always change, you can always add your own page right here. So let's just say instead of home, about, and contact, I want another one. And I can click add, and I can choose a template from here. So let's see. I can choose the category I want. So services, there's store, there's booking, there's landing pages. And let's say I want something like this. So I can add this page. And I can make it a complete separate new page by dragging it wherever I want. So if I want it after about, I can do it after about. I can make it a character of about, so it's not a complete new page. So when you go into about, you can click this section, or you can have a complete new page for it. And then once I double click it, I can change the name of the landing page. So I can name it coming soon. And I click done to finish it. And inside this, you can click on settings and you can check more settings right here. So you can sub page it. Again, sub paging it means basically when you scroll over that option, it gives you even more options. And you can rename it, duplicate it, and so on. So let's just say I want this coming soon to be a sub page for home. So what happens is that when I do save it, and then I go to preview, let me just show you real quick. When I scroll over home, it gives me the coming soon page as well. So go to home, and then I go to coming soon, and it brings me to this other page that I added. And go back to manage pages. There's also like page transitions. Again, I personally love crossfade, but inside these specific ones, you can also like add in like more settings into it. So you can change the layout. You can do permissions. You can see who can view this page with the password or with specific members. And then there's also like more marketing tools like SEO and so on. For changing an image, there is no specific instructions. It's similar to how you go to any page, honestly. Like if you're edited Google Docs or something, you typically click on a page and then click the delete button in your keyboard to delete the page picture. It's exactly how it works here. So it's pretty much simple in terms of tools on how things go. So if you click delete on this image will be gone. But you can always like undo it to undo the delete. So for example, I click on this and click delete in my keyboard accidentally. I messed up. I shouldn't have deleted that cat picture. It was too cute. So I can always undo it and it brings me back to where it was. So everything is pretty much self-explanatory. And everything is pretty simple in terms of layout. It's just there is a lot more settings in here. So there's a lot more things to edit in Wix than Google Blogger or Google Site. So there is other options like rulers and so on. So you can add in rulers to see where you want to mark your boundaries. You can put in layer, you can put in toolboxes. So this all gives you option to look at it while you're adding things. So if you're very detailed editor, these enabling these options would be probably your choice, so that when this does come up, you can edit this specific page to however degree you want it. So if you want the image to be flipped, you can do that. You can change the size of this in here and the position of this to a specific degree. There's aligning, there's arranging, and there's copying and duplicating and deleting as well. So they're all in your hands right here. And yeah, so you can have this toolbox to have to be able to edit very easily. But I personally don't like things in my face, so that I can see a lot more of the page and think more creatively. Yeah, and there's a lot more design options, for you for these specific pages. Like if you want to edit a specific section, all I did is click in this middle section right here, and then I have an option to change page background or design. I clicked on design and I could choose no color, and this specific section is not going to have any color, or change it to like something like else, different color, have a light color. I can also customize the design. So it gives you more option to customize how this specific section looks like. So as you can see, there's like shadow right here. I chose that. And then inside this, I have option to change the opacity or change the color or fix the corners, how I want it to be fixed. So there's a lot of like nitty gritty tools in Wix for that. But yeah, personally, I think I love this page for now. And I want to publish it. So I can click publish. This will go live. And then this gives me a link right here. So I can view the site, or I can like copy this link. I can view the site and copy this link. So this is how it comes up. Everything. I can go back to oh, it's telling me to edit in my mobile. I can do that if I want to. Unlike Google site, you can specifically edit in your edit the view in your mobile like how you want it. So if I go like, let's go, and I can change how it looks. Transition, fades out, or fixed, or scroll to page. I can add in quick contact information as well on the bottom top. I can add in like an arrow, and there's like specific settings in here as well. So let's just say I'm done with this page, and I can close this out and go back to my personal Wix. Now, if I reload my Wix manager, I have this other site that I made right here. So this is my personal site that I showed first thing before this presentation. And then I have my other site that I called my site in right here as well. So once I click on this, it brings me back to that spot where I can connect it to a domain or find in Google and edit all the background analytics through this one. And then I have the option to edit site right here if I want to go back and edit some more. And back to the editing mode right here for this new page. Again, there's a lot more settings in Wix, and they're all very complicated. There's a lot of like nitty gritty changes that you can make in Wix, but you don't have to. It's always depends on what's your creative ability is and how much creativity you want to put out there, and how detailed oriented you are in terms of like how you want everything to look like. So give it a shot, try it out. If not for a business, try it out for even a simple page. for your portfolio, or even like creative page for your pictures. I personally like cats, so I can make a page all about cats in Wix right now if I wanted to. But yeah, so it takes time to learn all the tools, and I'm pretty sure by the end of even creating a website, you will probably experience difficulties even um, on some specific settings still. So, you don't have to be master at it, just give it a shot and make mistakes and try it out. You can always use the undo and redo button to go back to your changes, and always just make sure to save your progress. And my autosave is on, so this is good, and it gives me an option to look at my history and see if I missed a specific history. I made the change a while ago and I don't like how my page looks right now, and I can go back to that time period for that change. So yeah, once you create a page, share with your friends and family. Once you click publish, again, every time you click publish, it will give you that link on your website, and you can just like copy it and then send it out to someone. Put it on your resume, in top of your resume, or on your social medias. Everyone who has that link can view it. But if you do want to make it open to public, you have to buy a new domain and spend a little bit money on Wix. So yeah, that was the tutorial on the basics of Wix. Give it a shot, try it out, and explore yourself. If you're confused about something, you can always Google or search on YouTube. You can type in the whole question on Google and they will have an answer for you in Wix help, or you can always go to help button right here and then go to editor help center, and it has like all the basic elements and the directions right here as well, but you can also type in your questions. But yeah, thank you all for coming. I hope you enjoyed my workshop as well as my tutorial on the basics of creating a website. Hope to see you guys again soon.